Hi, my name is Nadia Ivanova. I'm originally from Bulgaria, but my family ended up moving to Chicago in '98. I've always wanted to be a designer, and I realized that dream was possible when I moved up here to Chicago. I ended up pursuing my dream by starting to go to school, and I went to Harper College in Palatine, Illinois. And then I decided I wanted something different, so I ended up moving to London, and I went to American Intercontinental University there. Then after I graduated, I worked a bit and lived there and traveled around, which I believe opened my eyes to different cultures and different things, and it had molded me into adapting fast, and also it had made me something that I didn't know I could be. I consider myself a conceptual designer. What I mean by that is that I end up taking inspiration for my work from anything that surrounds me. I create different stories. I've taken different inspirations from artists like Crystal and Jean-Claude, wrappings of fabrics around the world, wrappings of buildings in fabric around the world. Take inspiration from different architecture, modern architecture, Muslim architecture. I've done a collection on solar energy for a Supima competition in 2010 in New York. And really, I believe that you can take inspiration from anything around you, as simple as a white paper napkin. One of my other passions that I do through fashion is to do charities around the world and help different kids. I've done a few in London, Africa, Indonesia, LA, and Chicago, of course, because I ended up moving to Chicago to start my own line, so I've done plenty of shows in Chicago. A few in New York. I'm actually working on my new collection right now called Tiles that I'm showing in small boutiques in New York Fashion Week in September. It's based on contemporary artists and different piles of wood and different materials, but that shall be seen later on. I am very interested in different types of things, not just fashion. I do consider fashion as art, so of course I'm interested in all sorts of different types of art. I like cars, I like motorcycles and tattoos, I love the outdoors, I like to fish, I like to go camping and ride my bike. So pretty much I'm a big box full of surprises. I like all sorts of things. People do think that I could be very girly because I'm in fashion, but that's not the case. I can hang out with the boys and have a beer and play video games. But as far as my work, I know Michelle, who has been talking to me about NBC Fashion Star, has recommended that I show you around my studio. So I'll take you around for a bit. This is where I sew. I've got my industrial sewing machine, which I was very excited about. I don't have an industrial serger, but I'll get there eventually. This over there is my little office area where I do a lot of my marketing and a lot of my work on the computer. And my big cutting table that my dad made for me, which is great because I used to cut on the floor. I'm sure a lot of people know what that would be. I've got a lot of fabrics up there, but I've got some more. I like to put things away, so and I do have a lot of my clothes up because I've been having a lot of people pull from me. So I've had a lot of things out for people to see. And there's some clothes over there, but they're a bit farther out. It's a pretty nice studio. It is in my house, but I don't mind it. Oh, this is one of the pieces from my new collection. It is see-through, and it's got bias strips on the bottom. It's all silk. Another thing that I'm known for is asymmetric pleating. There's a top right there. And I do a lot of avant-garde. I'll give you a quick look before I stop with this. These are some of the dresses that I've done for different charity shows right here. What I did with that was I actually ironed on ashes. You can see them up close. Sneak peek, but can't really show you much because they're all on hangers. So what I'll do for now is say goodbye and thanks for listening, and hopefully I get picked for the show. And I'll see some of you at my casting on Sunday.